Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Reborn Hygge, and I'm here with Valeriana. She is my Emma by Natalie Scholl, and if you just look closely, yes guys, she's sucking her thumb. She was sculpted this way. She was sculpted so that her thumb can be inserted into her mouth. And the way the fingers are sculpted, they curl right over her nose, just like a real baby. Um, I fell in love with that feature from the very first time I saw her. She looks amazing. Just look how sweet she is. And she's one of my crown jewel of my collection. One of. I'm at the point right now where I really love every single doll that I own, and I can't imagine selling any of them. So I have a problem on my hands because there's more and more kits coming out and I just want to buy them all. But I wanted to show you guys Valeriana with her little thumb in her mouth. It was something that I can't do on my silicone. The softness of the silicone just doesn't allow for the thumb to remain inserted in the mouth. So, but with the vinyl, because it's a hard structure, it definitely, it works. So she looks adorable like this. I just love it. There she is. I just wanted to have her in the right angle. So I'm actually going to change her out of this little sweater and diaper outfit. I know you guys are probably just seeing her in this outfit for the first time. But I have a little Carter's onesie. I popped into Carter's yesterday. My daughter had her water polo practice, and yeah, they're doing practice. They're not in school. They're still doing remote learning. But for sports, they're doing, don't ask me what the system is. They're doing some type of social distancing system, and she is a swimmer and a water polo player. So I went off on a tangent now, but I popped into Carter's while she was practicing, and I haven't been there in a while. I don't go on Carter's online very often like I do other shops, only because I have so many Carter's stores around where I live. And I just rather, with Carter's, I'd rather pop in and see what they have. And just, I don't spend a lot of time online, but I was really happy that I did because they were having clearance sales. And just when I was about to leave and I was kind of going to give up on any clothes for my newborn girls, because I just don't really have a lot of newborn girl clothes. I have so much newborn boy clothes, more than girl clothes, and it's a shame. So I wanted, and also the same thing goes with my preemie girls. So I wanted to pop in and see if I'd find anything, and then something caught my eye, this little thing, and it's really gorgeous. I love how it's crisp white. I know that it's not summer anymore, but we could still get away with some white. I think white is year-round in California. It's universal. It's accepted in all seasons. But I got this white outfit. It has, it's on, the fabric itself is not eyelet, I always do this, point teal. So if you guys look right there, it's point teal. It's in the newborn size. She wears Carter's newborn nicely. And that was my favorite part about it. It was $7.99, so it was 40% off its original price. So and it was the last one. So I honestly, with her brown hair, I just feel like white is just meant to be on her. She looks great in white. So I'm gonna be putting this on her and just chatting you guys up a little bit. But look at her, she's so cute. We're just gonna take her little thumb out. And she's wearing, this was actually a gift from, let's turn her head. This outfit was a gift from a friend in Sweden, my friend Susan, and she sent me, it's Nopies. I believe they sell it at H&M. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's a European brand, but again, I'm not sure. But she sent me 2 of these sweaters, and they button up at the side right here. And I've had this sweater for probably 3 years now. I have 2 of them, and they're really nice. They're very gender neutral. Like, I put them on my boys, I put them on my girls. So I do try to do that. I try to get as many gender neutral outfits as possible. And sometimes it's just a matter of changing the color of the diaper or slapping on a headband, and you'll get the effect that you want if you're after one of the two gender options, which is boy or girl, or if you want to go genderless and just keep it a surprise, keep it a mystery all the time with your dolls, you certainly can do that. I've thought of doing that with one of my dolls recently, not any that I have, but maybe one that I might get in the future, and just picking a completely gender neutral name and just dressing them gender neutral at all times. It's our dolls, and we can certainly do whatever we like with them. No shame in picking a gender for your doll if that's what you enjoy. But definitely, there's so many options to pick from now. We definitely can have as much fun and be as creative as we want as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this diaper on her. I like it. Plus I didn't bring another one. I should have thought of probably bringing a white one, but I didn't think about that. And I'm trying to record in the room with the best lighting. So we're gonna get this on her. I know it's gonna look really pretty on her. White looks fabulous on her. Really, it looks really good on a lot of our dolls. I feel like it just doesn't take away from their painting. As you know, sometimes colors, or if you have a lot of busyness going on the print. So white is always a safe, or like if you just do like a solid color, is a safe bet. But white really just has this, when you want to, present them on camera, whether it's video or photography, it just has this ability to bring out the realism in the painting on your doll. And I'm just going to button the back of this. Oh, I'm struggling here. There we go. There you go. Oh my gosh, I knew this would look so perfect on her. Now, I tend to keep their head free of like headbands or barrettes or anything like that, especially my newborns, because realistically, I could never keep a headband on any of my daughters. It would end up falling off, or when they got bigger, they would just remove it. They didn't want headbands on. So, and her hair doesn't really need any fussing over. So let me just position her and look at her. She's just perfect. But I am getting an order of headbands from Pearl of Happiness Nursery. She does have a separate store called Pearl. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. Pearly's Pretties, I think it's called. Anyway, I'll put it right here, and I'll put a link in the description to her Instagram store account for her headbands. And I am getting a shipment of headbands for Christmas very soon, but I wanted to preemptively talk about the headbands that I've received from her. Now, Pearl is a prototype Reborn artist. She also paints silicone dolls. I've owned 2 silicone dolls from her, and I'm going to bring my other silicone doll by her on in just a minute. And not only is she that, she's kind of Renaissance woman in a sense, because she does quite a lot of other crafts, and she does them pretty well. So these are one of the headbands that she sent me before. I want you to check out her store, because she's going to have an inventory, if she doesn't already now, by the time this video goes up, an inventory of Christmas and holiday headbands for our babies. Now, she is in Australia, but they're beautifully made. They would look stunning with any dress. They would look stunning just to dress up any simple onesie like this one. And this one was just too beautiful not to pair up with this basic onesie. Well, it's not that basic now, is it? Because it's got its little butterfly sleeves on the shoulders and the fancy little pointille. And then you have a little bit of ruching. I don't remember what this is called, but pleating. It has pleats right here at the bodice, so a little bit fancy. But let's get a little bit more fancy and just put this on her head. Look how beautiful that is. So she uses a very soft, elastic nylon. She sells them in different colors, and then she attaches beautiful little bits on the elastic, not elastic, well, it is elastic, but it's a elastic nylon, so it's very soft on the hair. So for hair maintenance, it's perfect because it's not going to tug and cause a lot of friction with your the mohair rooted in on your doll's head. So that to me is super important. I used to use a different type of headband, which was elastic, but it was just tighter. It didn't have the same kind of give. And this one has give, but it comes back in nicely and doesn't really stretch out. The other ones were just a little bit more constrictive. So I do recommend, if you can use anything, if you're going to use anything on your doll's hair on the head, and it's got rooted, I mean, if it's painted hair, of course, you could use whatever you want. But when it comes to rooted hair, I highly recommend using something a little bit softer. Okay. So I have here, she has some organza fabric and lace right along there. And as you can see, a little string of pearls. And then right at the end, just a white rose. So it's very beautiful, simple, kind of less is more. And we're gonna crown this girl. There, and voila. Look at the difference from the before and after and how that just dresses her up. I mean, that is just amazing. Let's see if I can manipulate her finger in there. There she goes, and there she's sucking her thumb again. So there is Valeriana looking beautiful. Check out Pearl's headbands. Like I said, she's going to have a holiday inventory that you're gonna want to order now, and that way you'll be prepared for the holidays with your dolls. And here I have my lovely Emma. Her name is Emma. She's the Emma Sculpt by Natalie Scholl, but she is in silicone. Now, I put this adorable Carter's cardigan on her. I changed her in my live stream the other day. If you guys watched that, check that out. I'll put a link right up here for you guys to watch that. It's a nice long hour and a half, so you can listen to it while you're cleaning, painting, doing any other activity, and you want to just listen, and every once in a while peek in on the visual. It's a great little chat we had. And this little girl, I had to bring her back on because I wanted to show you guys. I clipped the smallest barrette. Let me turn this. I clipped that little barrette, that tiny little barrette, on her hair. Now, if I was to start tossing, like pushing it down, it would just fall right out. But I love how much hair she has. It's just so adorable. And I had to come on and show you guys that. I had to. I wanted you guys to see it too here on video. I'm gonna take pictures of her with her little barrette, of course, but I had to share it with you guys here on YouTube as well. What I was mentioning before with my other Emma was that she's not able to keep her thumb in her mouth. I mean, I could put it like this, but it just never really stays. And it's because she doesn't have that structure in order to help to make it stay. So let me just put this like that, so you guys can take a nice little last looks at her. And she's so sweet. So this here is a blank Denver Rose kit by Marita Winters. I had been waiting for McPherson's or Marita or someone to stock back up on the Denver Rose. I have another Denver Rose, which is painted by Severine Perret, and she's a master artist, but I just do this a lot, guys. I get into a certain kit and I kind of start getting multiples done of them. I'm always in the fear of fading or, you know, something happening. And then sometimes I just love a sculpt so much that I want to have an additional kit made or stored away. Or basically I just want to have an additional kit so that I could have another look on the doll. Not the same as the one I already have, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. So Denver Rose is preemie. She's 17 inches. She was premiered at the 2015 International Rose Doll Show in Denver, Colorado. That was the last time it was in Denver. Now all the International Rose Doll shows take place in Utah, but hence the name. Marita named her Denver Rose, to kind of give as a reminder of where she was premiered and where she was like the star of the show. So Marita is one of my favorite sculptors. I just really love the way she sculpts preemies, the way she sculpts micro preemies. I also have a fairy by Marita. The fairy, it's the Zodi fairy, and so I just love her sculpting. I feel like it's very realistic. So sometime in the future I will be having this girl. I see Denver Rose as a girl, so I will be having this little baby reborn for me. And I'm also there's a lot of things I'm considering. I know that she's also available in silicone, so that's also a major consideration for me, but I don't know if I want to go down that route again like I did with my Emmas. I have 2 vinyl Emmas and 1 silicone. It's nuts, I know. So I really have to start pulling back on the reins, and again, like I've said time and time again on my channel, I need to keep practicing being a deliberate collector, deliberate buyer, just making more deliberate decisions when it comes to what I'm going to buy or add on to my collection. And I will talk a lot about that here on my channel because it can get overwhelming. We can end up start collecting so many dolls, and we'll just have them in rotation and we won't know where to put them all. So that's at least my case. I just don't have unlimited space for dolls, nor do I think would it be able to enjoy too many at the same time. Sometimes I feel sad, that I have to store some dolls away in a bin until I get the hankin' for wanting to play with them. I'm going to show you the Denver Rose that I have right now. Let me just brush her hair a little bit here. So this doll I've had since I think 2016, and she is the only one that Severine made, as you can see right there. She is the only one that Severine made. Let me just move the camera up so we can have both the blank kit and she's just beautiful. So I'm actually going to be bringing her on my channel again with another preemie doll that I currently have, and I'm going to be doing a little outfit change because I picked up some diapers and a cardigan for my preemie girls. But yes, this is a Reborn, completely finished Denver Rose, and right here we have the blank kit. Yeah, I love this kit so much, and I love this girl. I did let her go once. I sold her out of my collection once, but I always missed her. Regretful sale. And I had the opportunity to get her back in my collection in a trade, and I'm so happy that I had that opportunity to do that. So she looks beautiful. Her painting is ideal to me. Her hair rooting is my absolute favorite because she's got this fluffy Slumberland hair. But I'm just ready for a little bit of a different look or another artist's take on this baby. And that is why I rationalized getting a blank kit to have this girl done as twins. Well, they won't be identical, but I do want another look. I want to see another artist paint or version of this doll. I did buy another Denver Rose, and then I made the decision to sell her because I was like, what am I doing with 2 Denver Roses? But I think we're going to try this out again. And I sold her to somebody who was utterly enjoying her, really loves her, and that couldn't make me more happier. I feel like she was created just for my friend, and so I feel like that worked out just fine. But I am totally ready to have another Denver Rose in my collection, and I do have some artists in mind. So that's probably something you're going to be seeing here in 2021. I don't have plans of getting her done right away, but this is a little peek into what I'm planning for next year, for 2021, here with my channel, on my channel, and as part of my collection. So there she is, a little preemie done, and the little blank sculpt together. We don't always get to see a finished version and the blank sculpt together, so I thought it would be a nice little treat to share with everyone here who enjoys my channel and enjoys looking at my dolls. A nice little treat for you guys to see the blank version and a finished version. I had plans to put booties or maybe socks on her, but I decided not to because I just thought that this little 2-piece ensemble didn't need anything else. Sometimes less is better. So I felt like that was it. It's warm, so we can be footloose and fancy free. And I just wanted you guys to have last looks here. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the babies. And I'll be seeing and talking to you guys again real soon. Thanks for watching.